Hi all, in this video I will teach you about bivariate discrete random variables. Let x and y be two-dimensional discrete random variables, then the function f of xy which satisfies these two conditions, that is all the probabilities must be positive and the total probabilities must be equal to 1. If it satisfies these two conditions, then we call such a function as joint probability mass function. And if you are writing down all the values of x, y and the corresponding probabilities in the form of a table, we call such a table as joint probability distribution of x and y. Next is cumulative distribution function. It is denoted by capital F of x comma y. That is, you have to add all the probabilities till x and y. Problem 1. 3 balls are drawn at random without replacement from a box containing. So we have a box here which contains 2 white balls, 3 red balls and 4 black balls. If x denotes the number of white balls drawn and y denotes the number of red balls drawn, find the probability distribution of capital X and y. So we have a box containing 9 balls. From these 9 balls we are taking 3 balls at random without replacement. And here we have defined two variables, capital X and y, where x will count number of white balls drawn from a sample of 3 balls and y denotes the number of red balls drawn from a sample of 3 balls. We are going to find out the PMF of capital X and y. Okay, so here x counts number of white balls. Since we have only 2 white balls, so x will take the value 0, 1, 2. Y counts the number of red balls. Since there are only 3 red balls, so y takes the values 0, 1, 2, 3. And given that 3 balls are taken from a box containing 9 balls without replacement, and this can be done in 9C3 ways. So we have got the total number of ways from which 3 balls are taken at random from 9 balls. Next we are going to find out the probability mass function of x and y. Okay, so for that we are going to take different values of x and y. So here I will take x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. That means x will count number of white balls and y will count number of red balls. So 0 white, 0 red and all the remaining 3 balls taken from 9 balls must be black balls. So we have box here. So we are taking 0 from white balls, 0 from red balls and 3 from black balls. And this can be done in 4C3 divided by 9C3, that is 1 by 21. Now next we will see the probability of x equal to 0 and y equal to 1. That is probability of taking 0 white ball, 1 red ball and the remaining 2 must be black balls. So total 3 balls we have taken from 9 balls and we have a box here. So from this no white ball, from this 1 red ball and from this 2 black balls. So total 3 balls are taken and this can be done in 3C1 into 4C2 divided by 9C3, which is 3 by 14. Now next we will find probability of x equal to 0 and y equal to 2. That is 0 white, 2 red and remaining 1 ball must be a black ball. So from this 2 red we have taken and 1 black ball. This can be done in 3C2. Out of 3 red balls we are taking 2 red balls. 4C1. Out of 4 black balls we are taking 1 black ball. So on a total we get 3 balls. And this can be done in 1 by 7 ways. Probability of x equal to 0, y equal to 3. That is 0 white and 3 red balls. So here we are not at all taking black balls. Okay, so from these 3 red balls we are taking all the 3 outside. Okay, so this can be done in 3C3 ways, that is the probability is 1 by 84. Now next we have finished the values with x equal to 0. Now we will start with x equal to 1. So find the probability of x equal to 1 and y equal to 0, that is 1 white ball and 0 red ball. So remaining 2 must be black balls. Okay, this can be done in 2c1. So only 2 white balls are there. We are taking 1 white ball. So 2c1 into, from black balls we are taking 2 black balls. So 4c2. So these are the number of ways of selecting 1 white and 2 black balls divided by total number of ways, that is 9c3. So the probability will be 1 by 7. Now next we will find x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. So here also 1 white ball, 1 red ball and 1 black ball. So this is the probability. Next x equal to 1 and y equal to 2. So this is the probability. Next x equal to 1 and y equal to 3, and you know that we have a total of 4 balls here, and therefore the probability is 0 because we know we have taken only 3 balls from this box. So this is not possible, therefore the probability will be 0. Now next we will take x equal to 2 and y equal to 0. Next x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. From this take 2 white balls and 1 red ball. Now next x equal to 2 and y equal to 2, and here also the probability will be 0 because here we are taking 4 balls, but we know we have taken only 3 balls from this box. Therefore the probability is 0 because it is an impossible one. Probability of x equal to 2, y equal to 3, that is here the total of 5 balls are taken, so the probability will be 0 because you know from this box we have taken only 3 balls. The joint probability distribution is as follows. Okay, now here I have written the values of x, and here we have written the values of y, and these are the joint PDFs. F of x is 0, 0. F of x equal to 0, y equal to 0 is 1 by 21. F of 0, 1 is 3 by 14. F of 0, 2 is 1 by 7. F of 0, 3 is 1 by 84. F of 1, 0 is 1 by 7. I hope you have understood how to write this table. Next question is, determine the value of k if the joint probability mass function is given as k into 2x plus 3y, where the values of x is 0, 1 and the value of y is 1, 2. Also write down the corresponding distribution function. That is, we have to find capital F of x, y. First we have to find the value of k, and you know that total probability is 1. Therefore, adding all the probabilities, you will get k is equal to 1 by 2. Next I am going to find out the values 1 by 1. So this is our function joint PMF. From this I will put x equal to 0 and y equal to 1. Put x equal to 0 and y equal to 2. Put x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. Put x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, and you have got all the values. Now I am going to construct the joint probability mass function in the form of a table. That is joint distribution function I am going to construct. So this is joint distribution, where f of 0, 1 is 3 by 22, f of 0, 2 is 6 by 22, f of 1, 1 is 5 by 22, f of 1, 2 is 8 by 22. Next I am going to find out the distribution function. Okay, so capital F of x, y be the joint distribution function, then f of 0, 1, that means the maximum value of x must be 0, the maximum value of y must be 1, which is the value of 0, 1, and from the table we have 3 by 22. Capital F of 0, 2 means the maximum value of x must be 0, but the maximum value of y must be 2, and you know the value of y is from 1 and 2, isn't it? So these are the two values which you have to add, f of 0, 1 and f of 0, 2. Maximum value of x is 0 and maximum value of y is 2. So from the table you have to add these two. Okay. F of 1, 1, that is maximum value of x is 1 and the maximum value of y is 1. You know the value of y starts from 1, 2, isn't it? Okay, so these are the values. Here x you can see it is from 0 and 1, but the value of y remains the same because 1 is the maximum value here in the distribution function. Okay, so add 3 by 22 and 5 by 22, so it is 8 by 22. Now next is f of 1, 2, that is the maximum value of x must be 1 and the maximum value of y must be 2. So f of 0 1 0 2 1 1 1 2. If you add all these, you will get 1 because you know that the total probability is 1. Thus we have finished that question. Now next question is, two fair coins are tossed simultaneously if x denotes the number of heads in the first coin and y denotes the number of heads in the toss of second coin. Then find the probability distribution function of capital X and Y. Okay, so let us write down the sample space first. So this is a sample space when two fair coins are tossed, and here x will count the number of heads in the first coin. So x will be taking the values 0 and 1, and y will count the number of heads in the second coin. Here also y will take the value 0 and 1. Now we are going to find out the PMF, joint PMF of x and y. So f of 0 0, that means probability when x equal to 0, y equal to 0. So this will happen only when you have the outcome TT, because x equal to 0 means there is no head in the first coin, y equal to 0 means there is no head in the second coin, and the probability of TT is nothing but out of 4 outcomes we have only one such outcome, therefore the probability is 1 by 4. Probability of x equal to 0, y equal to 1, that is no head in the first coin, one head in the second coin. So which is the probability of this outcome, TH, and you know TH is appearing only once, therefore the probability is 1 by 4. Next, probability of x equal to 1 and y equal to 0, that is one head in the first coin and no head in the second coin. So HT, here also only one such outcome we have, so it is 1 by 4. Probability of x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, that is both the coins are showing head, so probability of HH, and here also only one such outcome are there out of 4 outcomes, so the probability is 1 by 4. Since we have obtained all the probabilities, we are going to write down the joint probability distribution. So this is our joint probability distribution, where the values of x is written here and the values of y is written here, and these are the corresponding values of the probabilities. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.